Good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon, ladies. Forget about you guys out there. No, we'll include you too. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen out there, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. It is Friday, and I'm thankful that it's Friday today. It's the 27th of March, 2009, and again, this is Melody Cedarstrom. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. 800-375-4188. That is 1-800-375-4188. I know many of you have that number memorized, I hope. And our website, discountgoldandsilvertrading.net. Oh, I got it all backwards today. It is that late-night program that messed me up. Our website is discountgoldandsilvertrading.net, discountgoldandsilvertrading.net, and our email address is discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com, discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. And for those of you who listen to the program on the website, we did have a server problem this week. It is being resolved, and hopefully it will be fixed. It will be fixed later on today. So I'm assuming, although you know what happens when you assume, most likely all the programs from the week will be archived for the weekend up until we do the Monday program, and then that'll be updated. So hopefully all the programs will be up there, and so you can go to the website during the weekend and listen to this week's program, if that is the avenue in which you listen to the broadcast. 800-375-4188 for Discount Gold and Silver, all your gold and silver coins. And again, the Gold Eagles, Silver Eagles in limited supply. We have Canadian Maple Leafs, Canadian both silver and gold. And $20 gold pieces are available. We've had some pullbacks in the prices, so it's a good time to add. If you purchased while they were a little bit higher, it's a good way to bring those costs down by adding some more. So give us a call. Gold today, pressure on it all day long, down 10.40 at 924.80. We have silver down 18 at 13.36. Platinum is down 10 at 11.42, and palladium is at 2.22. And everything is in the red today except that U.S. dollar, and we'll talk about that in just a few moments. And I'd like to introduce Robert Chapman of the International Forecaster, and he joins us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we do enjoy having him on the program. We're very appreciative. We've learned so much in the past many years. Thank you, Bob, for joining us this afternoon.
Well, you're welcome. And I see that you were absolutely correct about the pressure on gold all day long. 4 o'clock this morning, it was down 15.30. And it kind of hung in there at that level. It's off 16.50 in April, and silver's off 32. And let me give you a structure on this. I did it on Wednesday, but for those of you who weren't listening, we got a G20 meeting coming up on Thursday. It is going to turn into a riot. A lot of nasty things are going to be said. It's a fight between the illuminists. Now, because that's going to happen, there's going to be a lot of bad news coming out. And that's why they ran the stock market from 6,600 Dow to 7,900. And that's why twice they knocked gold down, keeping it from going through 1,000 just in the last 2 weeks. And, of course, it's trading around 920 or wherever it is. And the market will probably go sideways in the general market Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, maybe slightly higher. And gold will stay about the same, maybe slightly lower. And once the meeting happens and it's over, the following Monday, maybe even Friday, the market will come down and gold will start taking off again with silver. This is market manipulation. They created a cushion for the market of some 1,300 points on the Dow, on the upside. It's a cushion. So they figure, well, all this bad news is going to take it back down to 6,600, so we better get it up there so it'll stop at 6,600, because they haven't done that, we might have been looking at 5,000. On the other hand, had they not stopped gold from going through, and they sold or leased an awful lot of gold to do that, the gold would have been way through 1,000 by now. But anyway, that's what they're up to. And we got to suffer through it until Wednesday. I don't think prices are coming off much more. I don't think they want to expand and expend any more gold at these levels. They'd rather try to knock it down from 1,000 again. So that's what I think is going to happen. Now, the commodities are all off today. I don't have the CRB index in front of me. If I do, I'll chime it out when it comes. I know that the XAU was off 426 at 136.17. Gold and silver stocks are off today, and rightly so. But nothing serious. It's just another small loss. I'm surprised they've held up so sterlingly as they have. So the commodities are off, and then we have the currencies. They just absolutely bombed the euro and the pound, starting real early this morning. They had the pound off 0.157, which is about a penny and a half, and they had the euro off 2.16. That's 2.16 cents. And that's highly unusual. And the reason they did that is that when all this bad news comes out, the dollar's going down. And so they wanted to make it as firm as they can. And you can expect a slightly stronger dollar over Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as well. So what are they going to do there at G20? Number one, they're going to talk about a new monetary unit instead of the U.S. dollar to be used in international trade. China's talked about the SDR, special drawing rights, which are created. Incidentally, I have a piece on that in the end of the U.S. section on a link on tomorrow's issue, which explains what it is. So I'll just give you a brief explanation, and that is they make money out of nothing, and they trade it between countries, and it's worthless and useless. So the Chinese are barking up the wrong tree. But they are going to talk about a basket of currencies, and my guess is they'll use perhaps 10 major currencies. The 7, including the dollar, which are in the USDX, and they'll probably add Russia and China and perhaps one more. So maybe they'll have 10. It's just a guess. Maybe even have 20, but I think 10 is sufficient. And I think they'll give a phase-in period of a couple of years. And but I think it's going to happen. But when you hear the arguing and the nastiness that's going to go on, you won't believe it. The Europeans are really, really mad at the U.S. elitist, illuminist counterparts. And don't forget, these guys all work together, and they don't like the idea that most of the money was made by the U.S. illuminists, and they get bagged with the losses over in Europe. So it is going to be very nasty. Another thing they're going to attempt to do is have world control under one organization of everything financial, and that would include banks, brokerage houses, private equity companies, and Forex, all the foreign exchange markets, and just out of it, what is the one I'm missing? Can't think of it right now. And so they want to do that, and I don't think it's going to get a lot of traction. I think they'll continue to talk about it, but I don't think anything's going to happen. So those are two of the major items that are on the agenda and we have more as well. Americans don't read the foreign press like we do, and they would be amazed at the nasty things that are being said already. Another thing, too, is that the U.S., the other nations know the U.S. is going to have to monetize more. I told you I thought that this $300 billion, of which they used $162 billion already to purchase treasuries, the Fed, I think that they're up to 162 of 300. So what do they got, 138 to go? 138 to go. That'll be gone in a week, 2 weeks.